I truly believe that, because for example, when I started swimming, I would dive into underwater and I would swim. Now I can swim twice as long without coming up for air because of the lung capacity, you know. And that's sort of like, I'd be like, wow, that's amazing, I have these little aha moments. So that's pretty much what this is going to be about. And I'm just going to give you, and then I'm going to ask a couple people why they started doing this. Bikram yoga, the philosophy of Bikram and where it started. Does everybody know this guy named Bikram? All right. Now, okay. So where it started, basically, and this is very interesting. So you have a guy named like Joseph Pilates, and Pilates is a word right now that's more or less been genericized into our vocabulary. Oh, I'm gonna take a Pilates class. But he had an amazing life. He came over here from Germany in like the 1920s. At that point, like you had Charles Atlas. People weren't working out. But he devised this program, and he was like a superstar in like the 30s and 40s until he became older, and then he basically created other teachers, and they kept it going. So the whole premise where Bikram comes from is called physical culture, right? Which in India the same basic thing as premise is bodybuilding, all right? So Bikram's guru Vishnu Ghosh was the younger brother of Paramahansa Yogananda, the autobiography of a yogi. Two brothers. They had sort of a schism, a split, not necessarily the way they fought, but the older brother was more about yoga, like we call Raja Yoga, thinking, how to live a yogic life and all of that. And he wrote amazing books. He actually wrote a book that very few people know about what he believed was Jesus' life in the desert that he went before he came to the Holy Land, that he went to India. Very esoteric book. But the younger brother, Vishnu Ghosh, he had a huge gym in India, in Calcutta, in like the 20s and 30s and 40s, of course. And people, he would be training people and protege, and so he was a guru to Bikram. But what they did like 2 or 3 hours of weightlifting every single day, and then yoga. And so those things came, they were two things that were parcel of each other. And that's also what interests me as well, is where it came from. It came from sort of more of a physical, bodybuilding culture. And when Bikram